I think one of the saddest things, maybe one of the most difficult things about the pandemic is that people grieving haven't been able to touch each other. That funerals have had to take place with social distancing underway. It makes sense, it's the right thing to do, and it will help prevent other people's suffering, and yet it's clearly against the grain of everything we know about how to comfort each other. I think that before we can move on from this moment, we need to attend to the grief, to the lament for the real suffering that's there. And somehow at the same time, to learn from it. What happens when such suffering breaks out is that people connect. People try to serve each other. They try to look after each other. When the pandemic began in the US, a friend of mine wrote a letter to all his neighbors, hand delivered it, said, "I'm sorry that it took a public health crisis to introduce myself. My name's Bill, here's my phone number. If you need anything, give me a call. If you need groceries, I'll drop them on your doorstep, and then we can gather in person after the pandemic." What Bill was doing is what any of us would want someone to do for us, right? Certainly what I would want someone to do for me, and it's what I want to do for others too. And yet, something about the society in which I live holds me back from making that kind of offer or making that kind of request. The pandemic has blown that wide open, and while there are terrible things happening, there are heroic people stepping up to care. And as part of the New Story community, you have a gift to bring, and we have a need that you can help meet. And we in the New Story leadership, we believe we are holding loosely a gift that we can bring that might help meet your needs. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get into a circle of sharing needs and gifts? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have an online journey, one evening conversation a month, one half day Saturday retreat. And then you can be involved for as much or as little as you want the rest of the time in smaller circles, or you can just step back and watch the recordings, read some stuff, listen in. The point is connection with each other, with our hearts, with the wider world, the earth itself. It'll build resilience. It'll inspire ideas about how to change your life. And it will knit us together into a community across the country and the world committed to the idea that there is something beyond selfishness, scapegoating, and separation. That something is not fully within our grasp, but it is within our reach. Our part of it we call the New Story journey. We genuinely can't do it without you. I think there might be a gift in there for you. I know that you'll bring something to it that'll be a gift to us. So, would you join us?